All right, Tiger fans, it's halftime of the round 10 clash. Richmond versus North Melbourne. We've just gone behind by 5 points at halftime due to some poor defending and letting Caleb Daniel stream inside 50 with a nice kick to the top of the square for Zerha. But a tale of two quarters, should I say. First quarter, we were shocking. That was almost our worst quarter of the year. 2-1-13 to 6 goals straight. They just would not miss the Kangaroos. And we were doing so much fundamentally wrong in that first quarter. We weren't guarding the corridor. Like, the amount of easy 45-degree angle exit kicks they were able to get was just killing us. They were breaking tackles. We were getting absolutely smashed in the middle of the ground with with stoppages and clearances. And we just couldn't get anything going. It was a pretty poor performance, and the Kangaroos, as such, won their first quarter for the year. So that wasn't great. And yeah, I think everyone was a little bit disappointed. Then I'm guessing Uze put the heat on him at quarter time, because it was a very, very good response in the second quarter to come out and kick 4-1 in the second quarter to now only be behind by 5 points. We were ahead for obviously that last couple of minutes, but the noticeable difference in that second quarter was the pressure from both teams, if I'm being fair. But for a substantial period of that quarter, we were sitting in like the 270 mark in terms of pressure ratings, which is unbelievably high, off the charts. I'm not sure anyone's gotten that high this year, to be honest. Granted, it's been a heavily contested game, which obviously means that there's going to be a lot more pressure around the contest. I think there's something ridiculous like 78 to 80 stoppages already this game, and last night they had about 75 in total. So it just goes to show how hard both teams are working in and around the contest to try and just bottle things up, and everyone's smashing in. There's going to be a lot of sore and tired players at halftime, and if this keeps going at the end of the game. But very, very happy with the response in that second quarter. Led by Sam Lawler, I guess, bobbing up, kicking 2 goals. Very, very strong mark in the goal square there. Jumped early, but managed to hold his shape nicely and still take the grab and convert. Seth Campbell, a couple of nice goals as well. He's doing some good things. Hugo Ralsmith with a lovely goal. What I loved about Hugo's goal is he thought about 3 different things. You could see he was going to go the check side. Then he looked inboard, which is the right thing to do. Saw not much on offer, and then made the last-minute decision to dribble it in. Saw the tight space available, and snuck it home. So that was a ripper goal from Hugo. Floston setting up well behind the ball, getting some good intercept marks. Nank having a huge battle in the ruck against Tristan Sherry. They are just fiercely competitive people. And if we're looking at terms of hit-outs, it's 30-28 Sherry's way. But where Sherry's maybe getting the better of Nank is he's actually also got 6 clearances of his own. So Nank hasn't sort of hit that yet. And if we look at the tackles for both of the ruckmen, Nankervis is leading the way for equal highest on 10 tackles with Colby McKercher. And then Tristan Sherry's on 8. So the big ruckmen are absolutely smashing in every chance they get at the contest, which, I mean, from a neutral point of view, you love to see. Disposal-wise, Tim Taranto leading the way on 19. He's doing okay. He's 5 clearances. Hopper, again, 15. Our two best mids this year. Sam Lawler, 11. Thompson Dow, I've really enjoyed Thompson Dow's game today. He's had the 4 tackles as well, 2 clearances. He's looked really clean in traffic, like a couple little side steps, weaving his way through to free up a player. Took a good mark on the goal line as well, which was given a point but then changed to the mark. Again, I think he's really stepping up his game, and he had a bit of a down week last week, so this has been a good response from him. Sam Banks, 11 disposals, 274 metres gained, which is the most on the ground so far, so picking up where he left off in the half-back role. And I'm loving that he's wrapping around the back of the players to get the handballs, to keep the ball moving. That's what you got to do, keep it moving. Who else has done well? Tom Brown's done okay, taken a couple of nice marks. Mantle's been doing all right, 5 tackles. I was a little bit shitty that he gave away that late contact downfield, I think, against, might have been Parker, had the ball, as we caused the turnover on the wing, because we would have had another repeat entry inside the last couple of minutes of that second quarter. And then consequently, it gets paid a North Melbourne free kick down the field, and they generate their own goal from it. So that was a bit disappointing that we gave away that. There was just no real need for it, to be honest. Tom Sims, what a goal by Simsy. Just got a nice little tap on it and then thought his way through the traffic and slotted the goal. He's been doing well in the backup ruck position as well. I think he's handling himself really, really nicely, which is good to see. Tom Lynch, very unlucky not to be paid 2 marks, I reckon, there late in that quarter. I think he held both, and I reckon the umpire was just blindsided and wasn't able to pay it, which was a bit annoying. Looking at some of the team stats, inside 50s, we turned it around that quarter. We were well behind. I think we were over half behind in inside 50s, but now we're 8 ahead, so 28 to 20, which is a really, really good turnaround. The efficiency was a little bit better. Lowering our eyes a bit more. Cameron McIntosh lowering his eyes and hitting Seth Campbell was a really good example, even though Seth missed the shot on goal. Better than blazing away, so I do like that approach. Stoppage or centre clearances, we're still getting beaten 2-7. We need to win a few more there, especially when it's 6-6-6. You get a really nice advantage if you get a clean breakaway, so that'd be good to get that up. Clearances in totality, though, we're still losing that as well, 20-32. We need, in a contested game that's so heavy like that, we need to somehow get that back on our terms. Contested possessions winning 79-77, which is good. Marks 36-28. Marks inside 54 apiece, which is not bad, but the first quarter, we probably didn't really give ourselves any chance to take a mark inside 50 with how we're kicking it in there. Tackles inside 50, this is an extraordinary number. 17 tackles inside 50 we've had so far in the half. Our 2025 average is 8, so we're already more than double our average for the year, or for the season, in one half of football. Now, I don't know if that's going to be sustainable, if I'm being honest. Halftime probably comes at a good time so we can get some energy back. If we can produce that same kind of pressure again, we might be a chance to break them down. But that is a wrap for halftime. Look, good to only be the 5 points down. It was looking a bit worse at quarter time. Good to see they've been able to regroup. And, it's nice to see us being able to reel back a lead and hit the front and show some good composure and focus on doing what we want to do best with the football. I wouldn't mind seeing a few more switches and a few more 45-degree kicks. Granted, a lot of that's probably to do with North Melbourne blocking up the space we want to use as well, so I'm not too critical of that because that's them doing their job. But wouldn't mind some quicker ball movement to give our forwards a better chance. We've got John T. Sims and Big Lynch down there. Get him in the 1-outs and just pop it in there and see what they can do. But looking forward to a big second half. Hopefully we can reproduce that same kind of pressure. Like I said, 270 is ridiculous off the charts. North were thereabouts too. I think they were at 230, which is not, that's still pretty good as well. But is it sustainable? That's the big question, and I guess we'll find out in the second half. Let us know in the comments below. What have you made of the first half? What have you liked? What have you disliked? What do you want to see done better? And I will see you all after the game. Go Tigers.